Hello everyone, this is Vishnu with the research team from Draup namely. When Sharanya reached out to me about this video, there's one quick thing that came to my mind. There was this interview of Jeff Bezos that I had watched on YouTube recently, where he talks about a very interesting thought process about work-life balance, right? So he says that he finds the whole term of work-life balance as a bit debilitating. What he says is this, right? And I'm quoting him here because I resonate very well with his thoughts, at least in this topic. So this is what he says. He says work-life balance as a term looks like it's a trade-off, and what it actually should be is work-life as a circle, right? And again, what he means by that is he also explains that in the video. Is you stay happy at work, you do a great job at work, you go happy to your home, and that translates into a better evening at home. And you are happy at home, you stay, your relationships are good at home, you come back to work as a happy person, and you're more productive at office, right? And this is what he says. It kind of resonates very well with how I feel about the whole work-life equation. So how I look at work-life equation is, it's two components, right? One is work, the other side is life. Let's look at these two separately. At work, I look at work as three major things that impact how happy you are. One, it is how you like your work, how you enjoy your work. Two, it is all about how your relationships are at work, whether it is your teammates or whether it's your clients. Third, it is how you're growing, how you're getting recognized at work, right? So the first two things actually impact the third one, right? So you do well at work, you take a very positive approach towards work. When I say positive approach, it may seem generic, but what I actually mean is that, no matter what responsibility you're assigned, you take that up with your utmost sincerity. Think of how it's going to help the company, how it's going to help you, how it's going to solve the problem for the company, what problem statement you're solving, and solve it with your utmost interest, whether it's a simple problem or a complex problem. That kind of makes you feel really happy about what you're doing, right? So that's you have to enjoy work. The second part is how your relationships at work are. I try to maintain a very healthy relationship with my colleagues, avoid toxicity as much as possible at work, and with customers also. If you empathize with the stakeholder, whoever it is, whether it's your customer or your co-worker, it's a very simple problem to solve, right? And I think if these two things work out, naturally growth is going to come your way, rewards are going to come your way, recognition is going to come your way. And I believe it is going to come your way, at least in Draup. And Draup follows that culture where we recognize people's efforts, right? So this solves the work bit, right? And then there's the life bit. So there's this recent set of hobbies that I've developed. Some of them are recent, some of them I've been doing for a while. One is, I think a lot of you would be aware, I used to be overweight, reduced almost 21 kilos in the last 1 year, and it's because I've become very, very conscious about my physical wellness. I've started exercising. Exercising has not just helped me stay fit, it also has helped me improve my mental health, because, if you're not healthy, you're not going to be happy as well, right? So it has helped me a lot, and it also brings in a lot of discipline in you, right? So there's the discipline of showing up every day. There's the discipline of at the gym you respect other people's boundaries and all of that. There's a discipline of even re-racking the weights back to the place, right? So there's a lot of discipline that gets built in you when you're when you get into physical wellness. The second component that I've started doing that has kept me happy is like I said, because I'm a very patient person as well as a very kind of a loner, I tend to, I'm not a professional photographer as such, but I tend to appreciate things that I see. I tend to take photographs of things that I see. Two particular areas where I take a lot of pictures of, and it kind of keeps me completely engrossed, right? I lose myself when I do these things. Is one, I've started bird watching, especially during the lockdown. Watching birds, listening to them, finding where they are, following them, clicking pictures of them has been something that's been what they call these days as therapeutic, right? And second thing is, I come from Kanchipuram. It's called the land of 1,000 temples for a reason. I've always been, as a young boy, I've always been awestruck by the architecture that the variety of architecture that exists in Kanchipuram, the temples of Kanchipuram, and that's something that still fascinates me. I continue to visit many temples, explore many temples, click pictures of them. Not a religious person per se, but then this is something that's very, very engaging for me, right? So I think these two things keep me very, very happy. Then there's a third component where I recently started. I think after the relaxations have started post lockdown, I've started traveling out with my family. These mandatory weekend trips that I've planned with my family. My wife and my kids and a couple of friends, we just go out to random places, explore random places. Kind of ties to the second thing that I said or the first thing that I said, right? So we go to very, very remote places, very, very unknown places. We are trying to explore all of these places. The kids also enjoy this a lot, and I think a combination of all these things is what's been keeping me sane. Is what I would say, right? So stay at home. I'm happy at home. I come to work. I'm happy at work. I go happy home. I think this circle concept has worked very well for me. There's one thing in between work and life that also needs to be figured out, which is kind of an advantage for me at Nemli, which is the commute between work to life, which unfortunately is not, I cannot say that about Bangalore or in other cities, is the travel from Nemli to home, in my home in Kanchipuram is completely beautiful. It completely de-stresses you. It's the most relaxing thing ever. And I also couple it with listening to some of my favorite books on Audible while I'm traveling. So that's another habit that I have that helps me. So yeah, I think these are some of the things I do to keep my mental health and my physical health stable. I hope this video helps some of you, and I hope the whole work-life circle works well for you as well. Stay happy. Thank you so much.